Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and today's video is going to be a few things. First of all, the last chatty get ready with me, I told you guys I was gonna do like a little poll where I let you guys choose some makeup for me. So I'm pretty sure 6 categories of makeup I listed on my Instagram stories for you guys to choose today. I actually haven't really looked at the results before filming. I'm gonna just kind of look at them as we get to the categories. And some of them, like the last time I checked, were like very close to 50-50. So it'll be interesting to see what we're doing today. I'm also going to talk about a bit of an epiphany I've had recently about kind of what I want to do about my makeup collection in the future of my channel and stuff. So if you guys are interested in seeing like a chatty get ready with me with some makeup chosen by you guys, then keep on watching. Let's go. All right, I am going to start with my Becca primer, and I have to lay it on its side now because I can't pump it out. So I have to like open it and just scrape along the sides with this thing with the bottom of the pump just to get some out because it is almost gone and I don't have any more. And this is the end of this product. So I'm enjoying every last drop. I kind of had like as I said, an epiphany, which it feels like my life is just epiphanies lately. I feel unhappy with my makeup collection. And I'll explain as I'm doing my concealer. I did finish a concealer recently, so now I'm trying to finish my Colourpop, which is so light, so I have to go very carefully with how much I put on. But basically, I came to the conclusion that the situation I have with my makeup is, I was watching one of Jessica Braun's declutters recently, and she categorized a lot of her makeup as pre-pandemic. And I kind of realized like, yeah, most of my makeup is 2017, 18, 19 time frame, and that's really not great. I know that I like avoid decluttering because I don't like to be wasteful. But honestly, over the last 2 or 3 years, I would say that my makeup purchasing has declined significantly. And I need to just do it. And I know like going through every single makeup category has been something I've been avoiding for a long time because I don't want to just be wasteful. But I know so much of my collection is just old and done and like needs to go, especially now that it's the end of the second quarter and I'm like prepping my makeup inventory video. Like there's just so much there, and I feel like what I need to do is I need to just go through, clean out house, and just enjoy a curated collection. And I'm not saying I want a small collection, like I don't need a small collection, but I need to get rid of those things that have been sitting and just, you know, making me feel all this guilt about having them in my collection and not using them. And I just need to, you know, do it. I just need to do it. It'll be like a nice refresh. And I'm not even just talking about like the makeup in my collection. I'm talking about my backup drawers. I'm talking about this closet. If you watched my last video, I literally just had a bag of lip products that have never been used. I need to just go through everything. And if that winds up being successful, I need to do it with my hair care backups. I need to do it with my makeup backups. Like there's just so much from that, especially that 2017 to 2018 timeframe. That was like when I was like super into like I feel like that's how makeup YouTube was at that time. It was all about what you had and all the cool stuff. And I loved it because I was filming videos and trying stuff and like having so much fun with it. But you know, it's been a long time and I need to just like clean up and get rid of a bunch of stuff. The first category of makeup that you guys chose for me is foundation. So these were the 2 options. I have the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage. I have this in the shade Light Beige, and the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate in F7. Let's see. So I have had these polls up now for, let's see how long they've been up, for 15 hours. And for foundation, wow, pretty close. But Catrice wins with 59%. So I'm gonna go in with a sponge because this is much more full coverage than I've been wearing lately. Forget how to, I'm just gonna drop it right onto the sponge. This actually used to be one of my favorite foundations, to the point where this is actually a replacement. I've fully gone through this foundation before in the past, but I think I had a darker shade before. But I mean, I don't even think you can really get Catrice over here anymore, can you? You like have to buy through their website. I put the tiniest bit on and it's still a lot of coverage, a lot more than I've been wearing lately. Also this shade, not only is it too light for my tan, it's got a little bit of grayishness to it. Does anyone feel like I look a little gray today? We are going to bronze up. A little bit more coverage than I have been wearing. And that's one of those things I feel like I just need to go through my makeup and like, I don't need 10 full coverage foundations. Like I don't. And I just like need to like I need to just do it. I just need to cut the cord. I just like, it's so stressful for me. I am the worst at throwing stuff out. Not even like in a hoarding way. It's just like in a, I feel so guilty way, like just getting rid of stuff. But I know if I like declutter and do it once, like I can maintain like that level of like put togetherness. But until then, it's gonna be rough. So I am planning to hopefully film the declutters. It's going to not all happen at once. It's gonna take me a while to have like the time to film them because I need like the time and the space and the quiet. So we'll see how many I can do at a time, but I'll probably, like I have my Alex drawers here and I'll probably just maybe do like a drawer per video or something. We'll see what happens. Ooh, I'm gonna use this cream blush for today. I always am like switching up my cream blush. Like that's the one thing I feel like in my routine I change the most. And this is the Pure Lisa BB Drops. The shade I have is Cool Mauve. And I was just feeling this blush today. I honestly feel like the majority of people I watch on YouTube at this point anyway have curated collections, and I don't know why I feel so guilty about like putting myself in that space as well. So we'll see. Okay, the next category you guys chose is cream highlights. So I have Colourpop Flexitarian and I have Milk Makeup Turnt. So we have like pot form and stick form, but both are cream. And let's see. Oh, this one was really close. 53% Flexitarian has won. Flexitarian is legit. Like I've had, this I know I've had since 2018 and it is still very creamy, which I feel like that's not like something that's common with Super Shocks, but this one is like, wow, that is a lot. That's a lot. Going to blend that in a lot because I do not need silver stripes on my face right now. Woo. Hopefully as we go through with powder and stuff, that'll blend in a little bit more. And now I'm just gonna tap out my eye brightener and then can get on with this. I am really not liking how the shade of this foundation is looking on me. So honestly, like this is really helpful. Like filming this video is kind of making me realize, even though I like the Catrice foundation, I think it's gotta go. It just, the shade is not right at all, which is unfortunate because like I said, I went through one full bottle of that before with a shade I liked, but I think it was a little bit too deep and I was hoping that one step down would be the right shade, but this one is too gray. Now I'm gonna set my makeup. I'm gonna use this Physicians Formula Healthy Powder. I've decided I wanted to try to pan this next because obviously there's not too much left in here. This is something I have a backup of that's never been opened. And I feel like using this powder will help me realize if I want to open an unopened powder or pass along to somebody who could really use it. Now I did buy a backup of this because it was for a long time one of my favorite powders, but I haven't been using it much lately. So now is the perfect time to play around and figure out my opinion, or refigure out a new opinion, because my makeup style has changed so much. And that's what I was talking to Scott about. I was like, my makeup style has changed. And like, I feel like I'm still trapped with some of my older makeup. I don't know. I feel like you guys know what I mean though. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brow pencil. This is old too, but I'm trying to work through stuff. And if you saw my last empties video, you would know I finished 2 brow pencils last month. So this one is just the next on the docket. And then some ABH brow gel. And then the next category I had you guys choose is powder bronzer. So from Maybelline, I have their City Bronzer in 200. And then from Benefit, I have a mini of their Hoola. So these are the different shades. Oh gosh, this is another close one too, but 53% Hoola. Couldn't tell you last time I used Hoola, but I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is just like an Ulta Beauty brush. It's like one of their like brushes that they give for free with like their free gift bags. But I actually really like the Ulta Beauty face brushes. I think they're pretty good. Eyeshadow is where I'm so nervous because I intentionally picked 2 colorful palettes for you guys to choose from. So I have Colourpop Orangey Glad, which looks like this, very orangey. And this throwback, this is the first Colourpop I ever bought. Well, Colourpop palette, but the My Little Pony palette. So let's see. Oh, this is another close one. I can't believe how close all these are. 56% for My Little Pony. There's a lot of directions I could go with this palette, but I'm thinking this section, this like mauvey pinky purple section, and this maybe. I don't know. The shimmers in this palette are so pretty, which is why I've never gotten rid of it. I don't know how to read. I don't know what these are, but I'm gonna start with this like pinky shade over here, which is so unlike me to do like pinky and purples. So That's why I chose colorful palettes, because it's literally like the only time I will sit down and do colorful makeup looks is on camera. And that's like another thing, is like I'm not going to pressure myself in my declutter to get rid of things like this just because I don't use it a lot, because I still like it. Just because I don't use something like a colorful shadow palette a lot doesn't mean I don't like it. It means I have this and I don't have a need for more. That's how I feel, at least. And I mean, things that are still like usable and stuff, I'll make sure to pass that along. But I feel like, especially, I want to say like like my office has just become like almost like the house's storage room, because I mean, it's the room that somebody is in the least. Unless I'm sitting here filming, like nobody's in this room. I'm gonna go with this, like, this is whatever this is. And what's funny is literally February 2020, we did a full like office makeover in this room, and we got like new furniture and a new vanity, and like we got so much new stuff for this room. Oh my god, I'm realizing I never turned on this light. Ooh, I always have the light on while I film. I was like, why does it look so dark? Well, there you go. Got that vanity. And then obviously everything went to crap. And it really has been like, since lockdown started, like this room really hasn't had the, I guess I haven't had the drive to keep it like an office. So it's just kind of fallen apart, except like this one corner where I film. I feel like I was going somewhere with that and I lost my track of thought. I don't know. I need to start somewhere with like downsizing the amount of stuff in this room. And I feel like my makeup collection is kind of where I need to start. My nail polish I'm looking at, that needs to get hit up. Like, I just need to take I need to take like this big task and just break it down and make it smaller, or else I'm never going to do it. It's just so daunting. And I haven't filmed declutter videos. I think maybe the last one I filmed was in 2020. I always get so nervous. I always get so nervous that I'm going to like just be like, I don't know. I don't know why I get nervous, but I do. And I know that I shouldn't. And I still do. I'm gonna try this little like shiny shade here. Right there. So I wound up literally using the 4 shades I said I was gonna use. I'm gonna do my eyeliner off camera because my camera's overheating. And then I'll be back for the next category, which I had you guys choose a blush palette. I am so happy with the eyeshadow. It's just so pretty. So I'm glad you guys chose that one. Maybe as I'm going through and doing this declutter series, maybe I can do more of these videos, because I am just not feeling this Catrice foundation, even though I used to love it so much. So this has been very helpful. Okay, so I had you guys choose a blush palette. So I was thinking like, do I do a full face palette? But I was like, let's just pick blush palettes. So this first one is from Clinique, and this is their Cheek Pop palette. This is from a few like holiday seasons ago. And then this is from e.l.f. and this is their Modern Metals palette. And it looks like this. Like, I actually think these are highlighters, but I really am in this for the blushes. So let's see what won. Okay, this was a landslide. 70% went with Cheek Pop, which I feel like Cheek Pop would work better with this eye look. So I don't know if you guys were trying to coordinate my makeup, but it's appreciated. So I feel like by default, I'm gonna try this middle shade. And then if I feel like it's a little too much, I might add in this top shade. I don't actually know if I've ever used this like purpley one, but I feel like it's the right tone. I don't think I would get rid of this palette. I mean, I like the formula of Cheek Pop blushes, but I don't have any individuals, and I like that this palette I'm able to get 2, I mean 3 for the price of a palette. So this is definitely something that I would keep. Just because I don't use it often doesn't mean I wouldn't want to have it in my collection. But yeah, I did wind up mixing these 2 shades, and I feel like that is really great for this eye look. I did tell you guys that this Catrice palette, this Catrice highlighter, I am trying to hit pan in. So it's like a waffle pattern, and you can feel, I feel like you can see how worn out the center is. So I would love to see this in my products I hit pan on video at the end of this year. And the reason I like this one so much is it is more of a subtle glow, and that's kind of my style. Now I am going to use my Becca powder while it lasts to quickly dust over and blend everything out. If you saw my empties video, you would know I finished my MAC Fix Plus, so now I've been working on the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. There is this much left, so it'll be interesting to see how long it takes to finish this one up. Really quick, gonna throw on some Maybelline mascara, and then I can show you the lip products you guys had to choose between. Okay, so obviously I have tons of lip products to choose from, but I decided to go with 2 lipsticks. So the first is from Fenty, and this is their Slip Shine Sheer Lipstick in the shade Retro Rose. And this is the e.l.f. Sheer Slick Lipstick in the shade Orange Crush. So I picked like similar like formulas, but just very different colors. And let's see. for our last poll. Another landslide, the biggest landslide yet, Fenty with 72%. And yeah, definitely am glad with this eye look that we got the Fenty. The orange would have been quite the contrast. It is a very nice, comfortable feeling formula. I just don't wear bullet lipsticks very much, especially just like because they're so sloppy and get everywhere. But for this look, it works. Yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this process of my thoughts, you guys choosing makeup, all that stuff. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think and if you would like to see another video like this in the future on top of all these crazy, overwhelming, stressful declutters we have coming. And yeah, that is it for this video. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Instagram down below. Give it a follow and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!